Sometimes we read a text, watch a movie, and think, wait, what if the opposite of what is being said is also true? That's deconstruction, a revolutionary approach to understanding language, literature, and culture. But what exactly is deconstruction? Deconstruction was developed by French philosopher Jacques Derrida in the 1960s as part of post structuralist theory. At its core, deconstruction argues that texts, whether they are books, speeches, or even advertisements, are full of contradictions and multiple meanings. Words don't have fixed definitions because their meanings depend on context, associations, and what they are not. This means no single true interpretation exists. Instead, texts unravel under scrutiny, revealing layers of instability, gaps, and complexity. One key idea in deconstruction is binary oppositions, pairs like good versus evil, man versus woman, speech versus writing. Traditionally, one side of these binaries is seen as superior, like good over evil, but deconstruction flips this hierarchy on its head. For example, in Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, Dr. Frankenstein is supposed to be the brilliant creator, while his monster represents chaos and destruction. But when you deconstruct the story, the monster becomes more sympathetic, he's intelligent, emotional, and deeply human, while Frankenstein becomes reckless, irresponsible. Suddenly, the roles reverse, and the evil monster starts looking more like the victim. Place it again with The Tempest. Think about Prospero, Caliban, the same thing happening again. Another hallmark of deconstruction is the idea that texts undermine themselves. Writers often try to control meaning, but language always escapes their grasp. Take Shakespeare's Hamlet. The play obsesses over truth and certainty. Be or not to be. Something is rotten in the state of Denmark. Yet, the more characters search for answers, the murkier things get. Hamlet delays action, overthinks, second guesses himself until meaning collapses entirely. A deconstructive reading might argue that the play isn't just about indecision, it's about how impossible it is to pin down any clear truths in the first place. So, why does deconstruction matter? Because it challenges us to question assumptions, not just in literature, but in everyday life. Think about political speeches, advertisements, or social media posts. On the surface, they seem straightforward, but deconstruction encourages us to dig deeper. What's left unsaid? Whose voices are excluded? What hidden biases shape the message? By uncovering these tensions, deconstruction reveals how power operates through language and forces us to confront uncomfortable truth. Deconstruction isn't about finding definitive answers, it's about asking better questions.